thank you all so much for being here as we celebrate our graduating seniors, Sam and Ren. What a hell of a year to finish high school. Before we do anything else, I want to just take a moment to sit with that. We have all had to overcome unique challenges this past year, and I am so in awe of these young adults who managed to finish high school strong this year in spite of all of that. Let's take a moment to just sit with how heavy and difficult that must have been for them. Thank you. So, if anyone doesn't know, a bridging ceremony is one of two big Unitarian Universalist rituals that children and youth have an opportunity to participate in. The first is a baby or child dedication. This usually happens when a child is an infant, but sometimes happens for older kids. And in a dedication ceremony, the child's family and the community enter into a covenant in which the congregation promises to cherish and love the child as a part of the community. And as a part of the ceremony, the child is presented with a white rose with the thorns removed, representing how the community will help shelter them as they grow. And then, when youth graduate from high school, we have a bridging ceremony. In a bridging ceremony, youth cross over a bridge, sometimes a physical one, like the one we have here leading to our playground, and sometimes a metaphorical one. This is a symbol of their transition from childhood into young adulthood. And traditionally, as a part of a bridging ceremony, young adults are presented with a white rose with the thorns intact. This symbolizes that they are now ready to handle the thorny parts of life with care. Well, like I mentioned, it's been a heck of a year. A lot has changed, and I'm not sure that ritual still serves as well as it could. I pulled into Publix this morning around 9 a.m. to search for some white roses. I haven't picked up flowers for a church event in over a year now, and I forgot that I have to order them ahead of time, and I have to tell them if we want the thorns removed or intact. So all they had on hand was a dozen white roses with the thorns already removed. So we ended up with too many roses and not enough thorns. But then I got to thinking, and I think that's perfect. The love and care of this community is abundant, and it does not end when our kids graduate from high school, when they go to college, when they get a job, or when they cross this bridge. This community has a sacred obligation to continue holding our young adults in love and care as they begin to navigate this next phase of their lives, a phase which most of us adults can remember can be pretty difficult at times. Luckily, we get to be in beloved community together, and as long as this community is here, these kids will never have to handle the thorny parts of life alone. None of us will. So, I put most of those thornless roses in a coffee mug and delivered them to one of our RE volunteers as a token of appreciation. And these ones are for our graduating seniors. And if you all can move to this side of the bridge for me. Yeah. So what we're gonna do now is all the people here, the adults, your peers, we're gonna pass these. And when we do, we're going to put our love and prayers and intentions to continue loving and supporting you into these roses before we present them to you. This community covenants to be here for you, to be a safe place to land, to love you unconditionally and enthusiastically through all of your adventures and misadventures. We are so proud that you are here and honored to be a part of your journey. All right. As you prepare to cross the bridge from childhood to young adulthood, we have some gifts for you. Anna and Melinda, who served as religious educators for you in your childhood, have some gifts of childhood to present to you. Candy to remind you to stay sweet, and a coloring book to remind you to stay playful. in a moment, you'll cross this bridge and be received with love and some gifts of adulthood from your former and current youth advisors. We have, well, one of you has a coffee mug, and I have to go back to Target and get another one because one broke. You can play rock, paper, scissors for it. Rochambeau, you're right. You have a coffee mug and some books as you do prayers and meditations to carry with you as we begin this phase of your life. And when you're ready, you may cross the bridge.